you can first of all dream bigger about what you can accomplish because these agents can do more work for you. I think you really can be more creative than ever before. 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
Flamingo AI 같이 갑시다.
Hello, Sunda.
Hello, Joko딩. How are you?
It's very great honor to meet you.
Likewise. Congrats on all the success. I know your subscribers are passionate, and so look forward to talking to them.
I'm YouTuber Joko딩, YouTube creator who focusing on AI, technology, and coding. Speaking of Korea and today's I.O., I was particularly amazed by the Android XR announcement. And coincidentally, I actually brought a pair of Jentlmonster sunglasses.
Oh, good.
I bought it way before the announcement. It's very popular among younger generation in Korea.
Very good, and obviously on Android XR as a whole, we are partnering with Samsung.
Oh yeah,
very closely on Project Muhan.
Yeah, wow.
And you know, we are almost working together to make the best experience possible. So I think I'm excited for that too for Korea.
Thank you. To celebrate our interview and to share a bit of Korean culture, I bought few items from Korea. Oh, there it is.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Inside, you can find some Bob snacks, must buy for visitors in Korea.
You know, after a long day. I'm looking forward to getting some of this later today. I'll go home
Great.
to my kids and have fun with it.
Thank you. And we have some Korean teas from Jeju Island, the UNESCO Heritage Island.
Oh, this is so nice.
I really hope you like them.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
감사합니다.
감사합니다. Ahead of interview, I asked Gemini, I'm meeting Sundapichayi. How can I make a good first impression? Gemini gave me a lot of useful advice and it helped me to prepare for this interview. So, I'm curious, I use Gemini to prepare this interview, but how do you use Gemini in your life or work?
In the context of work, like for example, even for the Google I/O keynote, we put the keynote into Gemini, my script, and I asked Gemini what it thought of my script. You can even ask questions like, what are going to be the reactions of people when they listen to the script? So I constantly think of it as having a super assistant with me. So whenever I have something on my mind, I either ask Search or Gemini, and so, you know, I use it naturally. I've tried some vibe coding with it, so it's incredible. So it's a lot of fun.
All right, good.
You can also, like, sometimes I want to learn about a topic. I sometimes go to YouTube, watch it. Sometimes go to Gemini and say, hey, explain this thing to me. And it's so good to learn back and forth. So I use it that way too.
Oh, great use case.
Yeah.
Wow. And Sunda, one of the hottest topic in the AI industry is AI agents. Many predict the era of AI agents, much like Jarvis, that autonomously perform some complex tasks. What is Google's vision for this AI agent era?
Look, I think when I look at what our consumers are doing, you're often doing the same thing over and over again. Just imagine you've decided to buy something, all the steps you have to go to do to complete the purchase. I think wherever we can start helping them in those moments, just kind of do it for them. That's our starting goal with agents. But of course, the underlying concept and paradigm is so powerful, right? Like you could be a programmer and you want to do a big project. You can like fire off 10 tasks and let the agent go do it, review it in the morning, right? And so on. But we really see it as really helping people focus their time on more creative, things that give them satisfaction, but take some of the more routine activities, out of their day-to-day lives. But, I think over time the concept applies to everything, right? I think, you could be a scientist, you could use something like Co-Scientist or Alpha Evolve to kind of really go help you. Many people do jobs in which they wish they had a partner. So you have a partner, which is an agent, which can work with you. So I think that's the exciting part.
As you might guess from my channel name, Joko딩, I'm very interested in coding education. Seeing innovative developer tools announced today, like Juice or Stitch, makes me very curious about how the nature of coding and the role of developers will evolve. In an era where AI significantly assists coding, what direction should coding education take? And what key skill should developer focus on?
I think it's important to keep understanding coding fundamentals while you're learning these tools. There are creative aspects of what you're doing, but then there's a lot of time you're doing stuff which takes a lot of grunt work to do, right? And so I think over time, like you can first of all dream bigger about what you can accomplish because these agents can do more work for you. So that's the opportunity. But I think in terms of, I would use a wide variety of coding tools, learn how to code with them, and but at the same time, making sure you're continuing to invest in programming fundamentals and improving as a programmer yourself too. I think both are going to be important.
And what about education in general? How Google can contribute to this innovation in education?
We already have a set of technologies called LearnLM, which we are bringing into Gemini. These are really refining our Gemini models on learning use cases. Learning is a bit different because if you're learning on something, maybe you need Gemini to ask you a quiz on that topic. How it goes back and forth with you, all that matters. And so I think if you're a child today going through school, you're going to think about the access to creativity you have with something like VO3.
Oh, yeah.
Later you want to communicate an idea. Think about as a kid, would you rather go create a PowerPoint deck or like create a nice video with VO3 to share your ideas? I think you really can be more creative than ever before. And anytime you're curious about something, you can go learn. So I actually think all of this is going to make education better. Teachers will have more powerful tools to use with students, vice versa. So the transition is always turbulent, but in the long run, I think these are going to be extraordinarily beneficial.
Many analysts say AI is changing the search paradigm. This could significantly impact Google's core business model. How Google is responding to these changes, and where do you see new business opportunity in the AI era?
Look, first of all, AI is a horizontal technology. It works across all our businesses, search, YouTube, cloud, Waymo, and other new things we are doing, right? Including the subscriptions business we are building. So I think it's exciting from that standpoint. Also coming to search, we've been incorporating AI in search for a while. Now with AI overviews, we've really seen people love the product. The usage is growing, as I shared earlier today. And with AI mode, I think we get a chance to expand even further. People are typing more queries, expanding the types of things they are doing in search. We are solving new use cases. So, I view it as an opportunity ahead for the company.
There will be new business model.
Yeah, I think today we announced Google AI Ultra. That's an example of newer types of business models, which are opportunities for us as well.
Great. Before we end, could I ask a very quick encouragement, especially for Korea? Because Korea is where Google first launched the machine learning bootcamp.
Yeah.
And the first in the Asia Pacific to launch Google for Startup Campus. So how about we end up with a slogan, a Korean slogan. 대한민국 AI 같이 갑시다. It means Korea AI, we go together.
Try and do it together.
Okay, yeah. 대한민국 AI
대한민국 AI
같이 갑시다.
같이 갑시다.
Okay.
I've loved my time in Korea every time I visited. It's an extraordinary country. I think Korea has always been at the cutting edge of technology. One of the things I'm excited about it is both in Google Meet and also with XR. We're bringing live speech translation.
Oh yeah, right.
So hopefully when I say something in English, it shows up in Korean in a nice way for your subscribers. Maybe
nice.
Next time we do this.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Thank you, Sundar. It has been truly insightful.
Likewise. I appreciate it, Jokoring.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye.
Thank you.